Greetings to everyone. My name is Shravan Reddy, and the topic I would be speaking on is rising inflation. As India emerges from the COVID 19 pandemic, rising inflation expectations have resulted in a slow uptick in borrowing costs for the government and companies alike. While these are still early days, the next year will be crucial in determining how India's inflation trajectory progresses. Policymakers are clear they would like to avoid a repeat of 2011-13 situation when high inflation and low growth derailed the India growth story. The Reserve Bank of India has kept retail inflation in the targeted band of 4 plus or minus 2, which has allowed it to be accommodative about monetary policy. Retail inflation eased to 4.1% in January this year compared to 4.6% in December 2020. As the pandemic progressed, the government had been careful in its fiscal support for the economy. Much of the 20 lakh crore stimulus package it announced in May 2020 was in the form of food support and credit guarantees. The result was a manageable 9.5% fiscal deficit for the year ending March 2021 that included central, state, and government enterprises borrowings. While 2020 went by without any major disruptions, it was the additional borrowing requirements announced in the union budget that caught the market by surprise. It included an additional 80,000 crore rupees in borrowing for February and March. This sent the 10-year government Indian bond from 6% to 6.2%, raising the cost of capital. The country is now looking at a normalization of consumption. GST collections have been heading north and core inflation remains high. Global commodity, energy and food prices have also started to move up, and short-term supply chain disruptions, as in the case of chips, can lead to price increases. India edged back into positive growth in the latest 3 months to December 2020 quarter with a 0.4% rise in the pace of growth, though it is still lower than the 3.3% seen a year earlier. Growth for the full fiscal is pegged by the IMF at 8%. Indian policymakers also have to be contented with an economy where the terms of trade have moved to the rural economy. They have money to spend, and spike in prices of protein as happened in 2009 onward can prove long lasting. Lastly, communication and power prices should move up in 2021. Once inflation seeps into the system, arresting it can prove to be challenging. The last episode saw inflation rise in 2007 and a loosening of money supply in the aftermath of the Lehman crisis. Bank credit continued to expand at 20%. This was the last time when projects were stuck and the money couldn't be put to productive use. The end result was too much money chasing too few goods and services. This, coupled with high imports, also led to pressure on the rupee. For now, policymakers will be keeping a close watch on inflation. If it proves to be sticky, the rising cost of capital for the government, companies, and individuals could slow down an economic recovery, restrict spending on infrastructure, and slow down the private sector capex cycle. The Economic Survey of 2020-21 stated that a tight monetary policy might play a role to manage inflation when there is excess demand, which fuels inflation. However, the current scenario presents a different picture altogether. In order to control inflation, the government has taken several steps to improve availability of commodities such as pulses, onion, potato, and make them available to consumers at affordable prices, such as banning export of onion for a brief period, imposition of stock limits, and easing import restrictions. These measures have resulted in increased imports of onion, tur dal, and masoor dal in the country and resultant cooling of prices. There are other measures as well, including the Price Stabilization Fund (PSF) scheme for controlling prices of commodities by creating buffers and signing treaties with other countries to ensure assured supplies of some commodities, among others. Thank you.